Well, hello there, folks. Welcome back, or to those of you who are new to my channel here. I usually start by an overview of an old car that I see somewhere on the street or a show. But look at that! Look at that dealer sticker. It's A1. It's practically mint as the car itself. That is incredible. I mean, the car is not even 30 years old, but it'll be 30. It is actually. It's 31 years old. But look at this thing. It's a cream puff. And it's an amazing condition, and it is actually for sale. Did you say it's on Kijiji or not?
On eBay.
It's only on eBay?
On eBay.
Well,
there's no market on Kijiji.
No, well, there's no market here because this is Quebec. Tout le monde est pauvre, ils n'ont pas d'argent, puis ils veulent pas payer, and you know what I mean. Look at this car. It's exquisite. This is truly a time capsule. I wish that van wasn't behind it because it's kind of distracting. Anyway, it's actually weird because his sign is actually in English. Anyway, I'm not the Office de la Langue Française. And the owner, I'm going to guess you're the second owner, if not third. I mean, at 35,000 kilometers.
If you count the son of the original owner, I'm the third.
Third owner.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the tires. These Goodyear tires, they could be the originals, like the owner says, because they're a wide white wall. And if you ever look at these cars in the brochures, like since about 1979-80, they always advertised them with these 2-inch white walls. And you know what? I saw an 81 Caprice last year at a car show. It was mint, it was silver, and it had the same size wide white wall tires, 15-inch, but it had the regular hubcaps. It didn't have the wire wheels. And oddly enough, the funny thing is that at the same time, you know, back in the day, you could buy a Parisien, which was pretty much a Caprice body, Caprice instrument panel, you know.
For Canada.
And this is a 307?
305.
305, eh? Fantastic. Well, that is great timing. Me and my friend were coming down here. I was hoping maybe I'd see a train, but actually I just missed one past. And they're not frequent on that line because it's just a cider track. Oh, look at this little guy's name. Hi, little fella. Or little girl, I should say. Yeah, well, bad eyesight, you know. Well, that is amazing, man. Thank you for letting me immortalize this because, you know, again, this car, I mean, for all we know, next year could be somewhere else, could be in Europe, could be in the States, because the Americans, they buy everything, and even the Europeans are taking advantage of our low dollar.
There's no Canadians.
What's your starting bid anyway, by the way?
Well, it's a 10,000 or best offer.
Oh, okay, it's a buy it now, you mean?
Yeah, it's a buy it now
okay.
or best offer.
All right.
So until now, 2 questions. One person from the Middle East.
No, that's not surprising.
And another person from the Netherlands.
You know they sold a ton of these in the Middle East.
I know.
Tons of them, man. Again, because they're so dead on reliable. And if you don't mind, I just want to take a look here. I mean, if it helps you sell your car, well, you know, as they say, Tom, yours, so be it. Amazing. Oh, wait, this brings back nice memories of my '78, and that car had like
no rust
200,000.
No, of the doors.
Nothing, eh? Look at that, flawless. You know, this really brings back a memory. Actually, when I was a kid, my parents see me and my grandparents. We went in my dad's '79 Delta 88 to Washington D.C. And then one of the rear wheels broke off on, I think, I-87 in New York State in the Adirondacks. So we're like, what do we do? My parents are like, do we continue? Do we go back to Montreal? We're going to Washington D.C. So my dad rented a brand new Caprice '89, the same color. Didn't even have 89? Hubcaps on it. Yeah, didn't even have hubcaps on it. They just got it. Had a dark red interior. It was great. It was great, you know. And what about the trunk? It's, I'm sure there's probably nothing. If it's got stuff in it, forget it, you know.
It's got stuff, yeah.
Nah, don't worry about it. Let me just finish by underneath, as I always do. Ah, God, this freaking pavement is burning. Oh, my God. Jesus, look at the exhaust. Fantastic. Are you selling it just because you had your fun with it, or it's because you have a family, I guess, or you want to get some space?
I also have another 915, older 915.
What's the best offer you've gotten for it so far? If you don't mind me asking.
Last year I had 7K US.
7K, eh?
Yeah. Right now with the exchange rate, because it's at 10K Canadian, not US. So it comes down to 7,500 US if somebody wants to.
All right, 305 startup. Right on, man. Okay. See you guys later, maybe.
See ya.
Depending on the weather.
I'll be there.
All right. Bye-bye, Caprice Classic 85. It's actually kind of an unusual color for that year, by the way.
I don't know.
It is. See ya. Wow. What a beautiful, majestic landlock. I can't believe it. 35,000 kilometers. You know how much that is in mileage? In miles? It's probably like 20,000 miles. It's nothing. The car's almost like new. The guy who owned it never drove it. Never drove it.
Like you said,
Look at the price of gas here. It's 97.9 cents a liter here at the Costco. That's how I met this guy. He was gassing up and Adam saw him. And there you go. So in other words, it's like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. It looked like part of a sign or something. I don't know. I don't know. And it could easily go to Europe or the States. Poetry in motion. Da, 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 da.